This here. I haven't posted in a little while. Thought I'd go ahead and put this up. Basically, before I get into this here, what happened was I, ran into a bunch of people online and all that, and some people did not even recognize the name Deus Ex, much less, the exact game it was or anything like that, So thought I'd put a little something up, let you know how this game is and all that. Pretty fun game, there is some replay value, not as much as I'd like, but it's still pretty fun. And I don't know if the deal's still on or not, but for a while at least the game was like $16 with PS Plus, so good deal all around, not bad. Anyway, the other thing is, guys, I'm also still waiting for my giveaway here. I'm at like 17 18 subs like that, so if you want to get in, just go ahead and help me get up to 25. We'll do our 3 PSN code giveaway, $20 PSN codes. And, like, sub, let me know, and I'll sub you back. So we're not going to watch that recap now. Let's go ahead and get into the game here. Pretty cool game. Try not to have the volume too high, so. I don't know why they're not subtitling that. Oh, just so we're clear, guys, I'm not going to be doing tutorials, but you'll see where you can.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on this now, Hanson. Are you?
If I don't create, guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Johnson, am I gonna have a problem with you?
Sir, no reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We've got a sandstorm barreling down our ass and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Beltow, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
But he's come out of hiding. That can't be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get him tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise, dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle it up.
You're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts that party. This thing's coming really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty
Damn,
industrial
that dude's
use.
ugly.
So when the incident hit,
Hate to say it, but I mean, really, dude.
things got gruesome real fast.
They do something about that hairstyle.
Some homeless junkies have been inside the place ever since.
What's the plan?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse level to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
Objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
Alright. You know what, we're gonna go non-lethal with this, because you get a stun gun. Most people wouldn't think a stun gun would be very helpful. I kind of want to prove that wrong. The stun gun in this game is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you need to tell his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot.
Yeah, you could go with the tranquilizer rifle, but I go with the stun gun.
Give me something I can use up close.
You got it. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said that Jin is using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
Keep an eye out for it. Not around the clock here, you said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your number one priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Alright, so I'm gonna let you know here. He mentioned that we're on the clock here. I just want to be clear about this. There's only one time in the game that I remember that that's actually true. The only other times are just, you know, various hacks whenever you get caught and the timer pops up. Other than that, you don't really have timers for this game. That's the kind of nice thing, you know, it gives you more freedom than some things. Obviously less than others like Skyrim, but Elder Scrolls stuff, but it's still a nice game though. Man, I don't care, that was cool. Okay. Oh good, it looks like I have my stuff. Yep. So this is just from my last playthrough. Like, I didn't finish the other one, I just went ahead and started this up. Let's go ahead and find out where our stun gun is. Where is our stun gun? Is it not here? Okay. He didn't give me a stun gun. Ah, well, whatever. That's fine. Go ahead and pick the revolver then. Revolver is actually quite powerful. Oh, and just so you guys know, you can't interact with every little thing, but there are some needless things that you can. Like this right here. You can pick it up, whatever. Spin it around however you want, and then you can throw it. You can do that with a lot of stuff. Search him. But you can also pick him up and throw him and stuff. It's a very weird game like that, but not bad. Anyway, there isn't a lot that I need, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this. Yep, some stuff you can break with his augments, all that fun stuff. Just so you can see how stuff kind of flies around and how the physics move and all that. Now stuff like this too, you can climb on top of it and all that. Sometimes that'll help you out in, you know, like cities and stuff like that.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck.
What's wrong?
The Jinn have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to have keypads.
Should enjoy them, Krieger. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red man's bad.
Fuck you.
Did we overshoot it? Yep, he jumped too high. And let's take the biocell, because why not? Biocells are how you power your augments and all that. Like if you see down in the bottom left corner there, that's the D-pad there that it's showing. And you know, I can do things like If I push to the left there, I've got invisibility. And you see my power going down there on the bottom left. That blue bar, that's how you refill it with biocells, you know, when it's going down. Go to your inventory like this, and you can see I can use hypostim for health or biocells for energy. And I'll go ahead and show you one here. See that? It just fills it right back up. How it works is, you know, past that is, whenever you use your abilities, it cuts off your max energy a little bit until you reach, you know, basically the bare minimum that it just can't drop below anymore. If you see down next to the battery, there's a thick part of the bar there. It won't go below that ever. So you can always restore at least up to that. Go ahead and hack this out.
Trace program initiated.
I'll tell you something too. There's a difference here, like why, you know, you have two different ways to go. This one here, these are always a win if you get them, but so are these. And sometimes it's easier to just beat the system from attacking you instead of letting it do its thing. So you never know. Okay, we're going to skip the tutorial. That's just going to show you how to take cover like this and all that. And bye. Wow, he survived that. I'm kind of impressed. And of course there's the close range too, like this right here. And that takes actually a rather large chunk of energy. You can see where my bar is at right now. I'll just take the ammo. Usually just go searching up bodies, and I tend to not take pistol EMP ammo. Basically, you know, shotgun pistol, machine pistol, all that stuff. If it's EMP ammo, I don't tend to take it because you don't really need it. The thing is, you don't want to just hack these, you know. You want to go by and fortify them too. It'll make your life a lot easier. And sometimes you'll have these weird big, like cylindrical looking nodes on there. Those ones are always some kind of treasure, whether it's an actual item or whether it's experience or money, something like that.
Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
Stun gun ammo. Well, they didn't give me the stun gun. Apparently they just let me have whatever from the last game. Yeah, so go ahead and take that. And, you know, there's flashy things that you can do too. Obviously, you know, this is like a training area, so I can't really do everything I could normally do here, but you can do a bit of it. You can see on the right side of the D-pad there, I've got that thing that looks like, you know, it's projecting outwards in all directions, and it says I have 12 of them. You'll see what that's like. I don't really use the one that's on the top of the D-pad right there. That's like leg silencers, so you don't have to worry about them hearing you. I usually just go invisible and crouch so they can't really hear you anyway, so. Let's see if I can show you. And of course you need to keep energy too. Otherwise you'll lose it and you won't have enough for the kill. And what I'm doing there, I'm just holding it, but you can actually just push it and you'll knock them out instead. Like this here. There we go. Nothing too terrible. And yeah, you know, we do have grenades. I'll go ahead and show off how that is in a little bit here. Did I ever jump on that? Yeah? Cool. I had to. One thing too, if you restore enough energy, your minimum is always going to be enough to manage the takedown. Provided, you know, you can get up close to the person. I'll try and show you here too. I prefer to go lethal, but just so you know, there is a trophy for completing an entire game without killing anyone, including bosses. There's also another one for...
Watch your 20.
Working my way through.
What is it?
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications boosters.
Oh,
If you
nice.
can disable them.
Yeah, let's do that. You can kind of see how grenades react and everything too. It's not bad, really. Kind of let you see some of that. And the thing is too, if you knock them out, yeah, you can always go back and kill them, just like that. I'm trying to show off a whole bunch of little things here. And let's go ahead and do this here too, so you can see what that is on the D-pad. That's what it is. And that's actually really kind of funny, to be quite honest. What the heck? There we go. Yeah, you can see that was gas rather than lethal. And the thing was is that I never have ever augmented that to go for gas rather than lethal. Yeah, you can see how it goes from Z's, like they're sleeping, all the way to just a red skull to show they're dead.
Listen up, everyone. Change back into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the packs now. We should be hearing scene any second.
And of course, if you do get multiple enemies together like this, you can take them out. And it counts as one melee. So if you only have the energy for one, get them together and it counts.
روح قول لبقية الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch once the deal picks up.
Okay, let's see. What other do I have available here? Go over to augmentation wheel. Okay, so I can use Titan. Okay, good. Let's put that on the bottom. Maybe I can show that off a little bit.
Good work. With luck, Sing's cover will still be intact.
Alright, let's go ahead and grab some biocells here and pop up Titan so you can kind of see what it does. It protects you from damage at the cost of energy. You see my health in the bottom right is not going down at all, even though, you know, I'd probably be at half health right now. Yeah, that's how it looks. It looks really spiky and weird. Not bad, not bad. It's kind of fun, but you'll notice that my energy is basically down to minimum now. Because yeah, it unlike other augments, when it consumes energy, it doesn't just let you restore it. No, you gotta go and, you know, fix up your whole max energy again. But sometimes, you know, it depends on your playstyle. It might be preferable, so. I know sometimes I'm in a juggernaut mode and other times I'm in a sneaky kill everything carefully mode. It just depends. They give you certain augments and everything that can match whatever playstyle.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound, and the sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms
I thought there was
booster
another
to
enemy
safety.
there.
Boosters
Oh well.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a
Go
heart
ahead
after
and
all.
pack this up.
Way to look out for your team. Creedy out.
Sometimes reading emails and all that stuff, you can get passwords for stuff and all that, but
Trace program.
I'm not gonna lie, I really don't care, you know, like, to be honest, I tend to enjoy this, you know, the hacking, because sometimes you can get, you know, extra hack software and all that stuff from the hacks. So, you know, it can sometimes be quite beneficial to actually just, you know, go do the work rather than, you know, make it too easy or something.
This is Jensen. Warehouse access route secure. Jin check.
Copy that.
About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted.
There's our enemy helo.
Alright, strike force. Position.
Look a little bit different from the normal ones you'd expect.
Position. Straight to
Futuristic tech kind of stuff, I guess. I suppose this is like, what, 2027 the year? Something like that.
Watch your fucking mouth holiday. Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
stay sharp. Sing's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Sing's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Sing? Executing a fire with a sandstorm on our arms.
Credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
Use the weapons.
The orcs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll... What the...
One thing I like about this game is that the augs that you see other people have, you know, unless they're like, you know, really weird physical ones, you know, just complete, you know, malformed stuff. You know, you can pretty much do whatever the enemy can do. And if you have biocells and everything handy, you can usually do it better than them. So. Okay, let's see here. We do have a grenade launcher. That's pretty great, actually. Gonna need that. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some log stuff here. Finally some Titan here. And just say screw everything. There we go. That's about the quickest way to get it done. Just target the chopper and forget everybody else.
Miller, chopper's wasted. Repeat, chopper's.
Now, I'll tell you, that actually is a timed event where if you take too long, then the chopper can get away. But the reason why I didn't classify it as a real-time event like other stuff is because it doesn't really matter. The outcome doesn't really change. So, yeah, they get away or they don't. It doesn't really change the game. So, you just get, you know, some dirty looks here and there if you don't do the mission completely right. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the training mission there, so. Nothing too bad, it's just enough to give you a little taste of what you can do. I'm trying not to go into too much depth into the items, just to, you know, get into this, like, you know, little taste of the game here without wasting too much time on it. That you actually see more of the game and all that. I figure with them showing us scenes like this and all that, you know, it's going to be enough time wasted, so. Not technically wasted though, you know, just used for non-gameplay.
We were victims. This is retribution for tragedy we know. Possible destination. Looks like Carl. Another terrorist attack. This time. Security.
Mankind divided. By the way, welcome to the stream. Just getting into some Deus Ex here.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This sandstorm didn't help. The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale of success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The Og incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with me. Let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany me. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money.
It's kind of weird to see the number just popping up and
You know
down.
the brand we'll find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
I'll secure your communication. Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere. He and his Juggernaut collective.
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. Violate the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. H. Activate the sleep cell.
Alright. Let's go ahead and skip that since that's basically over now. Look at those eyes. That dude is augmented all over the place. I like the way it's definitely there. I've seen it before, and you know, just because it actually looks kind of cool to give you an idea of where you're at. So.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Yeah, for now, about all I can do is look around. Even that is somewhat limited, so... Okay, it's severely limited.
So sorry.
Well, once we get done with this stuff, then it's over, so...
Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, man.
Man, seriously?
I could have gone to Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who it is?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie.
Isn't it always?
Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped into one of them. We've got a team in Oman. A hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, we all suspect. It doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Fishy.
Make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Sorry about the mute, I'm just trying to keep the sneezing out of the video.
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably
Look at that thing.
treat people like animals long enough.
I wonder how much a drone like that costs.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. Didn't work out so well.
So what?
Be a big advance over our
Are
little,
you
like,
saying we should just give up?
yeah, fly
Let
in the air for
hatred
10
and
minute
prejudice
little
take
drones
over?
that you can buy
Hell
at
with
basically
that.
any store.
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop if I try to.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop it. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to
Then help me find them.
The thing you'll come to learn, pretty much all but like, I think 2 of the cops in all of the city
Come
are
on.
racist against the augmented.
If you're right about the
And, you know,
about the
it basically
Illuminati
is a
needing
racial
your
thing
team as
now, you know, because
witnesses,
they're calling
then
them
we need to find out
hogs
why.
and naturals. So, it's a big divide.
Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
Under a subnet, sure. And TF-29 directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus, leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's motherboard.
Yeah, I guess Prague is never boring.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? Check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help.
Yep, it's tragic, huh? Depends where you live, I guess. This could hit close to home. Come on, dude, put a shirt on.
Alex, it's Ada.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
Oh, so alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Been through worse. As fucked up as that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up or something. I've gotta get checked out. If you want me to...
What? No, I'm fine, man. Let me just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Talk to you soon.
Alright, so from here we get to play, and let me tell you, this game, they love to hide stuff. Exhibit A. There's also a trophy if you read all the ebooks. All you have to do is just pop it up like that and drop it, and it counts as read. So, and then there's triangle codes that you just saw me pick up. Those work with the phone app. There actually is a phone app for this game. So, oh yeah, crafting parts. Yep. As far as crafting parts, you can see here there's a few things that you can make with them. Of course, more would be available, but right now he's kind of banged up. Oops, I accidentally took that. Let's go ahead and drop that. Why do I have so much of it? 97. I may as well just sell it instead. When you start getting a collection of stuff you don't need like that, it's better to just sell it off. And for anybody that might be curious, yes, you can shower. I don't know if that's their idea of fan service or what, but so now you know. The Augs work just fine in the water. You can attempt to be as normal or abnormal as you like in this game.
Open blinds. From?
Wouldn't that be nice to have an automated home system like that?
Play it.
Oh, it's just an audio log. Okay.
You saved his VidCom number.
Yes. Just activate your TV as I wish.
Opening wall panels. That's the wall panel right there. This is where you store stuff. You can see there's not much in them all. So they don't give you too much for free, but they give you some stuff, and of course, if you wanted, you can hit triangle, and you can actually put stuff of yours in there. So, you know, I can drop that, and my Devastator, and stuff like that. It'll just be in there. But I've heard rumors that it doesn't work properly if you leave it in there and beat the game. So, I've heard that if you want to keep your stuff, you have to take it out right before you end the game. Another triangle code. And you know, they just have super fridges. They don't need to be plugged in, I guess. Another bio cell. You see, I still have my stuff, so.
Miller, it's Jason.
It's good to finally leave on, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit, turned out town.
We're not looking for the locked one.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Cole, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
Like right now!
Pissed off the valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack.
The front door is the most peaceful option. I got you.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and have this equipped so I'm not just seeing 0 all the time.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there. Yeah. There's vendors throughout the game like this too. This is actually the vending laptop, but you can't use it till you talk to the shopkeeper.
Rex, is that biocell, hypostim, painkillers?
I might be interested.
They sell those things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy some.
I swear, some of these guys are never happy, no matter whether you buy, sell, buy, and sell. You know, you can see the kind of stuff they have. Praxis kits. Now these here, it says, the software package that allows you to directly download knowledge on how to use or upgrade an augmentation is enabling you to enjoy its benefits immediately. While this is true, basically, Praxis kits are the direct equivalent of skill points from other games. And yeah, it's not a bad idea to buy them. There you go. But, of course, you don't have to buy them. That is entirely your option. And here, we have this stuff called neuropazine. We need to save some of those. But yeah, the only thing there's two main functions for neuropazine. You can use them as quest items for a few different things, and then just sell them for 1,000 credits each. Now, this stuff here, hydraulic micropump, stem processor chips, and do I have the other one? Alright, on this one I didn't have the other one. Okay, that's fine, doesn't matter. But there's one more, and I usually like to save just one. That way there's always a slot available. And as far as hacking that we mentioned earlier, there's the software for it. So you've got stealth, reveal, overclock, data scan, and nuke. And what they do, stealth, it allows you to take over one node. Oh yeah, there's also a stopworm. But those are the main 5 there. And stealth lets you take over one node without any chance of being caught. Reveal software, that will, sometimes hacks are dark, so you can't see past a node beyond what you're doing. That'll reveal the entire map. Then there's overclock, basically, you know, for a little bit, you can take things like twice as fast. Data scan, that'll tell you, you know, what everything's worth and all that, you know. And then there's nuke virus, that lets you immediately take over something. Then stopworm, basically, if you run out of time, stopworm will stop it for a few seconds, you know, maybe you just need that extra boost. And then of course, if you want to just avoid it entirely, there's the multi-tool. And I'll show you how to use that here.
Is that all?
I have everything.
Why not?
So basically, I don't know if I can use it. Yeah. Let's drop the glass shield coating here so you can't see. And then you just equip it like a gun. And then you would hold the multi-tool down. And yet, you would hack like that. See how it just unlocked? And then I'll show you something else that's kind of interesting too. So basically, do we have one? Yeah, we do have a combat rifle. Okay. Let's sell him the combat rifle that we have. Here's the thing. The way this works, if you need, you know, some early credits, something like that, if you pick up a gun you already have one of, then it's just going to mulch up the gun and give you ammo instead. But if you sell the one that you have, see, I got 253 there. I want to back out. And then you go ahead and run in here, and you pick up one. It'll actually give you the gun again, rather than make you take the ammo. And of course, for some reason, these sell for varying prices and all that, so... Yeah, you can see right here. Last one was 253, I believe. This one's 274. It's not hard to make money. And you can keep making money like that too, you know. Cops and all that carry guns and all that. And yeah, you know, you'll catch a lot of heat, but you can go and rough up the cops with their weapons and all that, so. Alright, let's see here. This here I think is a good idea to show you the multi-tool. You can actually see on the multi-tool itself how it's counting up. When you're invisible you can't see that, so. And then yeah, you can just go in and grab whatever's in there. Look behind stuff like that, because when you pick it up you can see through it. That's a really weird system, but it's very helpful. You don't know how many, you know, different kits and everything I've almost missed by not looking through stuff like that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
to take that one. Yeah, as you can see, sometimes they have multiple nodes that you have to take in order to win. I've seen as many as like, what, 5 or 6 before? But those are usually on just higher tier. Because they go anywhere from security 1 to security 5. Hey, good stuff in here. And the thing is too, unless you're in a shop, people aren't going to usually care if you're taking stuff. Otherwise, yeah, you know, you can get in trouble. Like the vendor that we were just at, if you start taking his stuff right there, and you're not invisible, then yeah, you know, he might open fire on you. I mentioned neuropazine earlier. This is a good place to use them at, so.
If the hot dogs aren't your main business, enjoy the store.
See, this way, I get to keep my overhead down. Pass on the saving to the customers.
Entrepreneurial.
Better believe it.
What have you got?
Well, I got info. The kind that's worth something.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in euros.
Right there.
No problem. What do you have?
You see how they're all 1 vial of neuropazine? This is the main use for neuropazine other than just selling it for money. And, you know, yeah, I always buy them all. Because, you know, there are different side missions and all that stuff that you otherwise won't notice, so.
Excellent choice. I'm finished for the day. You've taken everything I got.
There's, you know, a few other people that actually need a neuropazine, but they're not actually important to give it to. Him, you can't steal the information off him or anything like that, so. You can see, you know, the pocket secretaries you get and all that. They're different things like that, so. Now, as far as the cops,
license, permit, voucher, document, authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and or certificate of
right there. That's enough to make you want to kill them.
Good old days are gone.
It reminds you of like airport, you know, airport security and all that.
You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
Now, she mentioned being some kind of badass. Well, we can prove her right. It'll be educational. Let's go ahead and grab this. Okay, so let's go on a little killing spree here, why not? Let's see if this is lethal again. Yes, it's not gas this time. Because I never augmented it for gas. That was just kind of its own little special thing, I guess. The thing is, you can get shot while you're doing this, so you have to be careful. Okay, so we've gotten a little injured now. Go ahead and use the hypostim. I'll show you kind of how that works. And goodbye. I don't know why I tried taking cover right in front of me. Okay, so I think we've seen enough here now, so maybe we want to get out of trouble now. Okay, we can't go in there, but we just gotta find somewhere to take cover real quick. So I'll tell you what, we'll make this easy here. And we'll go ahead and drop a couple bio cells. Keep it easy, and then let's just say we want to close this. It's not locked or anything, so obviously they could find you. But you see how up there in the top right corner it says panic? Well, over time, that will actually wear off. Alright. And of course, you know, if you're invisible, stuff like that, it works a lot better if you don't move. But of course, that's not always an option, so. You can see how it's saying search completion and all that. I'll show you, once we get through this, you know, the search and everything, I'll show you how kind of forgiving this game is. Because obviously, you know, it's like, yeah, they know who you are, they know what you've done. Almost there. Okay. You see how it gave us 10 experience there instead of reset? Yeah, so now we're home free again. See if we can... Oh, really? We're not. That's a first. I'm impressed. Oh. That's okay. I wanted to show that too. But actually what had happened was I tried to open the menu and it just did not work. So you do have to be really careful about that. But obviously, you know, I'm not trying to go Juggernaut mode and destroy the world, so... I really don't want to burn through biocells like that. I'm not gonna lie, you can make them, but unless you have a certain augment, they're really kind of expensive to make. Like, let's check it out here. Where is it? Right over here. Yeah, it's 120 parts for a biocell. And yeah, I have like 55 of them, you know, so I can go burn for a while here, but... That was weird though. I've never been attacked like that before. Oh yeah, I forgot the shotgun sucks. Finally. The thing is too, you can't use, you know, his really good augs and all that to their fullest extent until you get them fixed. But after that, they're good for the rest of the game, so... What is he doing? Let's just do that. Relax. It'll be okay. Oh no, I don't have my jump. No, that's not cool. Actually, there's something I should do while I'm still wanted. These guys, to find out, are fake cops. There's a quest for them. I'm not doing it. Now, I don't want to spoil that whole quest for you, but just know, you don't have to do it, so... That shows you where you're getting shot from. There you go. You see I tightened up there? I don't mean like Titan, T-I-G-H-T, no. I mean T-I-T-A-N. Okay, so let's see if we can get the panic to fall off and maybe not get attacked again. That was weird. Straight up, that was weird. Yeah, after a certain time of non-violence and all that, it should start falling off. I just have no idea what that time is. And of course, you can always take their stuff. I just don't want it. But yeah, they usually do have different weapons. Who just sighted me? Oh, what? Alright, you know what? We should go somewhere else that somebody who's not even looking at me can see me. Oh man, that's ridiculous. There, how about this? Okay, nobody here knows him. And while we're at it, let's grab that 100 experience. Thing is, too, you can get that experience for reading this stuff every time you go through the game. NG+, whatever. Alright, so we just need that panic to fall off, and then I'll go hit up some random guard, not actually hit him though, so we can see if they know us or not. Kind of show you that it's not like, you know, Elder Scrolls and all that, where the guards everywhere in the world know you the moment you've taken something. And we're good. Okay. Yep, he didn't recognize us. Yeah, nobody's recognizing us. And speaking of the permit, just so you guys know, you have to get past him. That's where the quest actually takes place. Alright. Let's go ahead and get back to doing stuff. Now you see that marker there, M3? And if you look right at it, it'll tell you what it is. And that's actually main missions. Side missions are blue. Now, let's see if I go over here if they'll still know me or not. Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. They have no idea. That's what I mean by it's forgiving, you know. It's not like I paid a bounty or something. I just waited for the panic to fall off and they forgot about me. Alright. Now, I do actually want to go kill those other guys. So, go ahead and do that. Blown away. Yeah, not wrong about that. Oh yeah, good do that. I love the double kills, I really do. Alright. There's actually a whole handful of these guys. I think it's over here if you wanted to go the other way. Yeah, I should see if I can show that. I don't know if one grenade will do it. But a lot of doors you can actually blow off. Yeah. Let's see. Ah, why thank you. Is there anything you don't understand? You can let me know and I'll try and help out with that. I just try and let you know that you have options in this game. Yeah, I can go with whatever weapon I want and all that stuff. And let's see. I don't think there's anybody after me right now, so I'll go ahead and try and show a little more in the hack here. So the hacking here, you can see this. I mentioned this earlier, how it's dark. Well, you can go ahead and use reveal software and blow the whole thing open so you can see it. And yeah, this is the cylindrical node I mentioned earlier. It's called a data store. And that won't tell you unless you data scan it like that. That one, if I take it, it'll give me 60 experience. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I wanted to get to know the game a bit too, which is why I bought it originally. This is actually the one I started with, and I went to Human Revolution after this game. Alright, and then there's stealth. You can see how it says stealth moves 1. And you can actually activate extras of them. And right there in the bottom right corner it says stealth moves 7 now. I'm supposedly able to take 7 nodes now without being caught.
Anomaly detected. Trace initiated.
I think that was the anomaly right there. I think I hit a firewall. I think that's why it actually noticed it. But you can see, rather than the other ones where you get caught after 1 or 2, something like that, I didn't get caught for a long time doing that. And yeah, I'm not showing where every little thing is because, you know, that can kind of take the fun out of it. There's a lot to explore. You know, there are some hidden things and all that too, special weapons and all that stuff in this game, so definitely look out for them. Make sure you do all the quests if you really want the full experience and all that. There we go. And you can see I'm at the base energy, but it's still enough to make that kill. Alright.
Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man. You remember the title of my super secret book, right?
I remember it's red.
I remember it's red. Alright. Now I'll show the other softwares that I did not before. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go with the reveal so you can kind of see everything here. This is a higher security rating, I think. So it should be a little bit easier to get caught. I'm just going to go ahead, when you capture them like that and they actually turn blue and everything, then, you know, you hit fortify with the square and everything. That's how you make the hack a little bit easier. Because what this is doing here, when it's trying to back at you, it's trying to catch you here from where you entered to try and shut you back out. So let's go ahead and nuke those and you see how fast they just get taken over. That's what the nuke virus is. All those together, it makes you an extremely formidable hacker. But I'm tired of not having my OGs. So I say we go ahead and get that squared away.
Jensen, my favorite techno wonder guy. Sorry about the booms, man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
They're not gonna be a problem anymore. What do they want? You behind on your protection yet?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as...
Alright, I'll tell you something else here too. For a lot of conversations, I think like this as well, you can actually fast forward through a lot of what they're saying if you hit the O. See how they just kind of skipped over it there? But I don't want to skip over too much, that way you don't
Why didn't you say so?
miss anything too important about the story.
The chair. You know, I've always wanted to get a closer look at those savvy folks of yours. Real close. So let's strap you in, get the gas going, and then I just need to sort of dive in. Feel my way around.
I swear, if you guys know GTA, Lester, yeah, this dude, he's like the Lester of Deus Ex. Very handy, but he's a little bit creepy. Alright, so choices like this, most of them, they don't matter too much unless it's, some major argument. But something like this, it doesn't matter really what you want to choose. You can just start it there, or you can use the others to get more information about whatever is going on.
Relax, Jensen.
They don't typically result in extra quests and all that, so it's up to you.
You feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Kohler's gonna bring you back and make you you again.
Look at that. Blood on the floor there and everything, and oh yeah, I'm just gonna sit down here and let you work on me.
Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to. Your retinal was actually back soon. You can still move, right?
I swear, this dude is amazing at instilling confidence.
Strange fucking odds back there. I mean, I'm sure you had. You know, better than just walk. Or something stronger, maybe? You got it, Jensen. Just ease out. The routing was the only way to save you.
Save me from what?
Coral meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I sent you, and I found these, I think it's better if I show you what I did. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants. You're familiar with them.
Alright.
Yeah, David Seraph installed them. Took 2 years for my
These are all the regular / non-experimental OGs that you can get.
What's going on, Cole? Why do I feel different?
Something was
I'm just trying to wait for them to stop talking.
I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental
There we go.
fucking test dogs, man. Hidden inside your body.
You're telling me I got more implants than I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
More than your body can handle.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers.
Alright, so I just gotta pick one to get out of this.
Spike in your power consumption.
Where the hell do these things come from?
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you want to use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry. Now, I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun.
Okay.
See that?
It doesn't really matter what you choose here, because it's going to redo it. This is just a forced tutorial here.
You know, Don't activate everything all at
You don't ever
once.
actually have to deactivate anything if you don't want
You'd
to.
suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
Alright. Reset me now, Cole. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay. So I'm not always gonna be there for you like this.
Wow.
I can't just follow you around to reset things and hold your neural weave together. Whatever choices you make from here on out, they're your choices.
But you were supposed to be my AUG expert.
I specialize in Chinese black market, okay? The shit I found hidden inside you, spliced into your system like that, looks to me like it's from Mars, man.
I'm pretty sure they're not from Mars.
I feel bad. You deserve answers I can't give you. I can help manage your system better than anyone in Prague. To help you make the most of the new AUGs we just found.
But you can't tell me where the hell they came from. As far as I know, David Seraph installed all my AUGs. There's something inside me I don't know about. He's the one I need to talk to.
I am familiar with Sarah's work. These new AUGs, they look different. I mean, that neodymium shell. Who uses dimorphic magnetoreological fluid like that? Seriously, if you talk to Sarif, you need to ask him that. Shit really stands out. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
Alright, let's
This took
continue.
longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act.
Unless what, Cole?
There could be a way to optimize. It would involve getting something from Altar. A neuroplasticity calculator.
Alright, that quest right there, I just want to let you know, you do want to accept it if it's your first time through the game. If it is not, it doesn't really
I
matter.
order all my fancy kit from this illegal catalog.
Just know that it does lead to another quest after this one, if you do want to get into that. So, but this quest itself is extremely important if you want to do all of your experimental logs and stuff like that. I'm the kind that likes everything, so.
I want you to want to be an augmented god among men. If that sounds like something that interests you, then you should know that Altar runs an underground casino in the Chisti district. The entrance is in a small corner of Plaza District.
Thanks for the info, Cole. Thanks for the praxis.
Okay, long talking bits, but they don't have to be, you know. If you're playing your own game, you are definitely welcome to speed through them. Now let's go here. You can see how it says 9+ up there, and that tab up there. Yeah, that lit up tab is where we're at. So, as far as our AUGs and everything now, it kind of leaves some of the stuff that I had before alone, like my Titan and Tesla and all that. But some of it doesn't quite. Anyway, the thing is, with your AUGs, you know, you can choose whatever ones you want. There's Tesla, which is actually quite powerful, but it's non-lethal. There's also Nanoblade, which is lethal. It just depends. Tesla can cover a wider range of targets. Nanoblade doesn't really do that so well. There's all kinds of stuff that you can use, you know. On my main file, I do have it all maxed out. And, you know, he's not a regular vendor, so you can take his stuff all day long. Neuropazine and all that. Multi-tool, this is expensive stuff. So just make sure you don't overlook anything. And let me go ahead and show off another AUG or two, and we'll call it good. Let's see, we've got Nanoblade there. Is there something else I want to show off here? poke takedown support. Yeah, that is important. Regulated nervous system, yeah. That's all good stuff, really. Maybe I'll do the Icarus dash here. Kind of show you something kind of important with it. So let's go back here and re-equip it. Yep, that's good. Okay. Actually, this is the way you're supposed to go out, so let's go out this way. We're almost done, guys. I just want to show this off. It's a very neat game, and of course ladders. Just a little tip here, you can climb them just standard like that, or you can jump and grab on. If you have the augmented jump, you go even higher. And if you guys prefer a comical moment, watch this. Oh, he's not gonna do it? Oh, okay, normally he hits his head and keeps bouncing off. Experiment with that if you like.
I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Here's another tip. See how that says unlocked? You heard a beep when I opened that? If you open them from the side that, you know, you're not meant to be on before it's unlocked, it just automatically bypasses the lock and says, hey, you know what, it's unlocked now. So, now let's go ahead and grab the nano blade here so you can see. If you hold it down with the augment, it heats up like that. And boom, you have a blade bomb. See, it killed a handful of people here. And if you don't, and you just hit it, or you hold it a little bit, but not too long, they don't become bombs. And no, you can't pick them back up, but they are kind of neat. Let's go ahead and change this over now. There's Tesla. You can see here. You can fire that at somebody, and instead of killing them, it knocks them out. And if you hold it down with all the augments, you can hit like 4 people with it. And there's this, of course, the Icarus dash. If you have the augment like I do, it'll show you where you're going before you actually drop. But here's something that a lot of people don't think of, just so you guys know. If you look straight up and hold it, yeah, you can go vertical too. See that? I didn't jump. That was straight Icarus dash. And let me go ahead and grab one more AUG here. It's a little bit weird. I don't really recommend it, but it can be kind of fun if it, you know, if you're in the mood for that kind of thing. The Peps cannon. Where is that? There it is. Let's go ahead and find somebody to use it on. And yeah, anytime you see in the top right corner there that question mark, that's somewhere that you can go. It's some kind of special place.
Interesting, bro.
Okay, so Peps cannon. See that? Fully charged. You don't have to charge it. There you can see, it didn't kill anybody. Okay, there you are. Let's grab some biocells here and see what it does to this drone. There we go. So it apparently can overload the drone and actually kill it. That's important. Alright. And I think I have showcased enough here, guys. Just so you know, last thing, you can see stuff like that. They require biocells. Okay. Without the jump, I can't normally get up there. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. It's all kinds of useful. And let's just go ahead and do this just because. I mentioned it was kind of important, but you can see there's usually all kinds of stuff at these spots. There's a laptop you can open up and all kinds of stuff. Parts all over the place. It even has an extra access way here to somewhere else. And usually in places like this you find extra goodies. So I'm not going to tell you where, but I will tell you there's one of these. You'll find a place that looks just like this, but it's got its own little storage space on one of the walls, and it has 6 vials of neuropozyne and like 3 biocells and other stuff. So it does behoove you to go looking around for stuff. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you had fun. Have yourselves a great day, and God bless.